All right, we are live, and I am live from my office in my house, and my name is Melanie Mitro. I am a two-time 15-star diamond coach, and I'm currently 8-star diamond in my third business center. And I am the 2014 top coach of Team Beachbody, and I am still holding strong for top coach of 2015 for the entire network of out of 380-some thousand Beachbody coaches. And more importantly, more than anything, I am just a mom like many of you. I'm a parent. I am a hard worker, and I really value my family. And I'm really excited to kind of share with you what has helped us to become more comfortable in our lives and just to provide for us in ways we never could have imagined. So if I'm not the one that invited you to this call tonight, if you've been invited by another one of my coaches, I just want to welcome you. I have been a Beachbody coach for 4 years. I have been an elite coach for 3 consecutive years. I've been in the top 10 for 2 years now. And our team, the Dream Team, is a team within Team Beachbody, and we are actually the fastest growing team in the entire network right now, which means we have a large number of leaders, we have a large number of coaches, we have a huge support system, we have a great system of duplicating success and training our team to help them have success way faster than even I had success as a new Beachbody coach. So tonight I'm going to walk you through a little bit about what Beachbody coaching is, how it can fit for you, just sort of answer a lot of the most commonly asked questions that people have about getting started as a coach, and hopefully to kind of ease a lot of your anxieties and fears, which I know that I had too. So let me tell you a little bit about me, right? So it might be big and scary. You might see me on social media, and you might, see these pictures of me, and you might say, oh gosh, she's really high up in the company, or she's really important, or she's got everything going for her. But let me just tell you where I started. And I want you to know that I literally am no different than most of you when it comes to just average, ordinary, everyday life. I have 2 little boys, Landon and Bryce, ages 4 and 6. Landon just started first grade this year, and Bryce is in 3-day preschool. My husband, Matt, and I have been married, 8 years now. We've been married. We live in a little town called Mars in Pennsylvania. It's about 20 minutes north of the city of Pittsburgh. And I actually very much so fell into Beachbody for almost 4.5 years ago when I was very much so, not depressed, but very uncomfortable in my skin. I had that sort of jelly belly that you have after you have your kids. Nothing really fit. I was still wearing maternity clothes about 5 to 6 months after I had my youngest, Bryce. And I was going through my closet. I was looking for clothes to wear for the spring and the summer, and everything I put on did not fit. Everything that I put on was too short, like in the top. I don't know. So all of a sudden your shirts like shrink and become shorter after you have kids. I had this crazy muffin top that I never had before. I just felt totally out of my element. And while I had these 2 amazing babies at home with me, and I had the ability to quit my full-time job to be a stay-at-home mom, everything sort of lined up. Matt and I made a lot of sacrifices so that I could be a stay-at-home mom, but I was lacking confidence. I didn't feel good in my own skin. It was affecting Matt and our relationship because I wasn't confident, right? And so it was sort of just bringing me down. And we made the decision as a couple to sort of cut back on our expenses. So I didn't have money to go to a gym or, get a personal trainer or take yoga classes. And so or even just buy new clothes. Like I couldn't even buy clothes for the size that I was. So I was very frustrated with myself. And I'm sure that some of you on this call right now can absolutely relate to what I am describing. Maybe you're even there right now. And so I was sitting on my couch. I was on Facebook, and I was talking about eating celery and trying to lose weight and how I just felt blah. And I'll be honest with you, I was never a Facebook person. I didn't know anything about Facebook. I actually only went on to see what my friends from college and my family was up to and look at pictures of their kids. I don't think I ever really posted a whole lot other than like family pictures. So for me to sort of post that I was trying to lose weight was very random, and I feel like it all lined up for a very certain reason. And maybe you're here tonight from a very random encounter with somebody that you were kind of called to be in this spot and you don't really know why, right? So anyways, my coach actually is married to my husband's friend from high school, and we had actually not talked to them in about 6 years. And so Matt actually she reached out to me and said, hey, I'm doing this challenge group. I'm a Beachbody coach. Would you like to be a part of this group? And I'm like, yeah, tell me what I need to do. So she said, you just need to do a fitness program, and you can replace one meal a day with Shakeology, and we're going to have this closed online challenge group called the Summer Slim Down Challenge, and you'll get to be a part of it. And I'm like, well, okay. So I signed up for a free Beachbody account with my coach, Nikki. I borrowed Insanity from my neighbor down the street, and I started my transformation. I took my pictures. You can see my picture there on the left. May 2nd of 2011, me in our house, in our townhouse, taking my before picture. And that was the most humbling experience ever. I actually took those pictures. I hid them in a file on my computer underneath another file so that if anything ever happened to me, nobody could see these before pictures of myself, right? I was mortified that this was me. And so every day when I would put Landon and Bryce down for a nap in the afternoon, I would go to the basement with my laptop. I cleared out a space in our storage unit in our basement, and I worked out to Insanity every single day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Me and Sean T had a date together, and I don't know why I picked Insanity. It's the hardest fitness program, and I had not worked out in 4 years. And here I was, cardioing myself to death. And I cried, and I was miserable, and I thought to myself, I'm never going to change. My body wasn't changing fast enough. And after the first 30 days, I had lost 2 pounds. So here I was doing the hardest workout program, not losing any weight. And so I went to my coach and I was like, all right, something's got to give. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, I was working out, but I wasn't paying attention to my nutrition. And so she introduced me to clean eating. And so I bought the clean eating books. If you've ever heard of Tosca Reno, she wrote the Eat Clean diet books. And so I started thinking about food as fuel. And I started to change my habits. And I started to eat, 4 to 5 small meals a day. I started to pair my foods together differently. I started cutting out low fat and fat free and looking at the quality and the nutrients of the food that I was eating. And all of a sudden, this shift started to happen. And I wasn't hungry. I wasn't starving. I was actually eating way more than I was in month 1. And I was losing weight. And I was losing weight fast. And I finished Insanity, lost 11 pounds, went on to do P90X, and in the course of 5 to 6 months, lost a total of 30 pounds. With P90X, Insanity, clean eating, Shakeology, and if it wasn't for the support of my coach and my challenge group, I would not have achieved that goal. I probably would have quit. So for me, the support system, knowing that every day I could log into my computer while my kids were napping, I could check into the challenge group, I could ask for support, I could ask questions. I had people there that were lifting me up and posting motivational quotes and helping me to stay on track and sharing recipes. I had like hundreds of friends all over the United States that I didn't know that were cheering me on and wanting me to be successful. And I loved it. I fell in love with it. And so I started to think to myself, maybe I could do this Beachbody coaching. My coach kept asking me over and over, Melanie, have you ever thought about coaching? And I'm like, no, I don't know if that's for me. Matt was like, no, you're not going to be a Beachbody coach. It's a waste of your money. It's a pyramid scheme. It's a ripoff. You'll never be successful. I mean, he actually said that stuff to me. And I was like, Matt, I just really think I can make this work. And he was pretty dead set on, no, you're not going to do this. And so I mulled it over. I kept thinking about all the different ways I could help other people in their health and fitness journey. And I decided that I was going to sign up to be a Beachbody coach behind my husband's back. So it was July of 2011, and it was my birthday. And I actually took the money that my family and friends gave me for my birthday to go buy myself some new clothes, and I signed up to be a Beachbody coach. Paid the $40 coach sign-up fee because at that time they didn't have challenge packs, and I bought a bag of Shakeology, and I signed up to be a coach. And I actually didn't tell him for an entire week. And when I did tell him that I became a Beachbody coach, he said to me, I hope that that was the biggest waste of money. I hope you enjoy that bag of powder because you're not buying another one. We can't afford that. You're going to fail. You're not going to be successful, and good thing it was your money because that was stupid. And I just thought to myself, I was like seething, mad, and I'm like, I'm going to show you that I can be successful at this. So you just watch and see. So I got to work, and I followed the lead of my coach, and I started putting myself out there on social media. I started talking about my transformation. I actually posted my transformation pictures. I started talking about clean eating and my favorite recipes, and I created a blog on Blogger, and I just every day would say, like, this is where I'm at on my fitness journey, and here's a new recipe we tried, and here we're going on vacation, and here's what I'm going to do to stay on track while we're away. I just started sharing life. I had no idea what I was doing, but all I could think about was if I could change one person's life through Beachbody, then I had done my job. So that's kind of how my Beachbody story started. And I want you guys to know that I am a stay-at-home mom turned entrepreneur. I have my master's degree in special education. I don't have a marketing degree. I know nothing about social media. I know nothing about network marketing. I actually had to look up on the computer what a pyramid scheme was the first time somebody asked me because I didn't know what it was. I, started as a challenger doing insanity. Clean eating is my passion. I love it. I love seeing other people have success, and that's transpired into my business. So being able to help other people in their business journey too gives me that same feel-good feeling inside when I see the people succeed. And I run challenge groups, and I love the support and accountability that I'm giving to people. It's the same thing that I've done myself. And I've had success in 4 years, right? What are some of the things that I've done? I'm just determined. I'm disciplined in following what Beachbody laid out for me to do. I'm always looking at myself saying, how could I be better? How can I improve my skills? I really don't give excuses. I believe in the mentality of every single day you should wake up, you should do the small daily disciplines that are going to bring you success. I read the book, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Those were the first books I read when I signed up as a coach. Personal development is a big piece of what we do. And I started to pour into myself and say, like, okay, I don't know what network marketing is, but I got to figure this out. And so I started reading, and I started reading about, being successful in any business is not any just one pivotal moment where your success is completely defined and that's your shining moment, but it's everything you do leading up until that point where the table sort of turns and success starts to happen. It's just these small daily disciplines that I'm going to talk to you a little bit about is what creates massive success for people. You have to have a vision. You have to have some confidence within to say to yourself, I believe that I can make this business work. I am willing to give it whatever it takes. I'm not going to give up. I'm not just in it for the next 3 months just to see how it goes, but I'm in it for the long haul. And maybe I don't have a goal maybe you don't have a goal to be the top coach, but making an extra income to have a comfortable Christmas or, make ends meet or pay off some debt or keep yourself accountable. Whatever it is, guys, I want you to know that you can make it happen for you through Team Beachbody. And I'm going to kind of paint that picture and show you how. The bottom line, no network marketing experience is required. Less than 100 friends on Facebook. I had no idea how to market myself through social media. I am a self-taught millionaire. I really am. I taught myself how to do it by watching and emulating other people. So let's talk a little bit about Beachbody. So I'm sure that some of you out there, this is kind of your time. If you want to ask some questions, I'm happy for you to ask some questions here, but I get a lot of questions about this, right? So I said at the beginning how I had to go and look up what a pyramid scheme was because I didn't know what it was. And so people were like, you're into that Beachbody thing, and it's a pyramid scheme. And I'm like, I don't know. Do you know what a pyramid scheme is? And so they were like, oh, you just sign people up, you sign them up, and that's how you make money. And so I went and actually researched it. And so a pyramid scheme is actually when there is no transaction of goods or services. So the company is literally, the more coaches you sign up, the more money you make. And the person at the top is always at the top. And you can't beat out that person. And it's all based on coach signups, or they would call it distributor signups. But Beachbody is different. And Beachbody, there absolutely is transaction of goods and services, right? Our number one thing that we do is run challenge groups. We're hooking people up with a fitness program. We're hooking people up with Shakeology. We're putting them in support groups. And then we, as the coaches, are mentoring people and helping them get results. which those people become advocates, and then they go out and tell their friends and family, and then those become their customers. And that's how the system works. And you're only successful if you have coaches on your team that have the same vision and mission that you do. If they're out there running challenge groups and talking to people about their success also. So it's not a numbers game of how many people you can sign up. It's the quality of the people that you're helping and bringing into your business. And that takes time. And a lot of times people are like, well, how am I going to find these people, or where are they going to come from? I promise I'll help you with that too. But Beachbody, their mission is to help people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives. They do not lack on following through on that. Whatever they do is always circled around that mission. Beachbody was founded in 1998 by John Congdon and Carl Zeichler. They are two of the most amazing people I've ever met. They balance each other out extremely well. Carl is your visionary, go, 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 and John is your methodical, let's plan this out, let's make sure we have a strategy behind it, right? And Carl's like, we're just going to change the world today. And so it's a really great dynamic to watch the two of them together. But they started in the infomercial business. So Beachbody was actually infomercials. And so they started to think, and they created, P90, P90X, TurboFire, Insanity. I mean, they have a ton of programs, Chalene Extreme, Hip Hop Abs, Brazil Butt Lift, and then some of the newer ones like the 21-Day Fix, Fix Extreme, Max 30. There's Hammer and Chisel that's going to be coming out, and then they came up with the nutritional, which is Shakeology, which is your nutrient-dense meal replacement, not a weight loss shake, not a protein shake, but nutrient-dense meal replacement. And so they have programs for every person out there, young, old, beginner, intermediate, advanced, somebody that likes cardio, somebody that wants to dance, somebody that wants to lift weights, men, women, everybody. And so when they were putting these workouts out there, they had this message board, and these message boards, like people were chatting with one another on Beachbody.com. And they realized how beneficial this was. And they came up with the idea of creating a network where peer-to-peer, me to you, we support one another in our weight loss and our fitness journey. And what happens is they created coaching, and it's the network marketing side of Beachbody, where I am a coach and I earn a commission if you purchase a challenge pack from me. I earn a commission if you sign up as a coach and buy a challenge pack. And then as you reorder, or as you try new programs, or as you refer people, I can get new customers. And because I'm leading by example and I'm helping you to get results, then you're going to go out there and tell somebody else to get results. And it becomes this ripple effect of all of us helping one another to get results using the nutrition guide, the fitness program that Beachbody lays out for you. So it's pretty incredible, the system that they come up with. And so there's not just direct sales, which means like the commissions I would get if you bought the 21-Day Fix from me. But once you begin to build a team, they have what's called team volume and cycle bonuses, and you can earn quarterly bonuses for different ranks that you are within the company that determines how successful you are and how well you mentor your team. So there becomes this whole other avenue for you to tap into an income. And I will tell you that building a team of coaches that are in it for the right reasons, that are doing exactly what you're doing and building a business, is how you begin to really make a substantial income. And it comes with time, right? We all start out at the same point. We all start out running our very first challenge group, and then we kind of build on it as you get more comfortable and you're ready to take the next step in your business. But that is what Team Beachbody is. Feel free to ask any questions you have along the way in that little chat bar. All right, so what is a coach? A huge question that I get is, okay, I'm not at my goal weight. I haven't even done a challenge group before. That's perfectly fine. Anybody that signs up to be a coach on our team is automatically going to go into your coach's next challenge group. So you get to have that experience as a new coach too. Even if you're starting your weight loss journey, it's totally okay. It's actually better for you to take your challenge pack box, take a picture of it, have a friend take a picture, and say, like, I'm starting the 21-Day Fix today. I'm posting it publicly because I want you to hold me accountable, that I will start and I will finish this 21 days and I will get the very best results that I can. And make a public proclamation of what you're doing. And then every day, take people on the journey with you. Every day when you work out, post your post-workout selfie. Talk about how hard the workout is. vet your store, talk about the nutrition and the containers and what you're eating. And then every week, talk about the success that you're having, the things that are changing, the way your body is changing, what you love about Beachbody. And you take people on a journey with you. You're building natural trust by showing people the ups and the downs and the struggles that you're having, and you just instantly begin to create a following. So no matter where you are, you just have to take that step and put yourself out there and inspire people to do the same. Look, you don't have to be a personal trainer. Beachbody gives you the nutrition guide, the program manual. The videos do all of the modifications, adapting any of the workouts. So all you need to do is direct people to the nutrition guide and the fitness program. And we can see all of that in our back office, so you can help people with that too. You don't have to have a goal body. You can be any shape and size. I have pregnant coaches, and I have coaches that are plus sizes. I have coaches that are skinny minis, and I've got everything in between. But I think the bottom line is you share that journey. You share that with people, and that's what attracts people to you. We all have flaws. We all have mistakes. I ate a donut for breakfast this morning. Guilty. It happens. I'm not perfect. I definitely live my life 80-20, where I allow myself to enjoy, and I teach my team to do the same. You just have to be somebody that does want to be healthy. You want to succeed. You're dedicated to helping other people, and it's not just about the money to you. If you are coming into this and the only thing you can see is dollar signs and how much money you can make, and you're not so much concerned about the people you're going to help, you're going to struggle a little bit, because it's not your typical network marketing business. It is about developing relationships. We are a relationship-based business. If you are somebody that you have to be committed to being a product of the product, that's a big piece of the puzzle. You can't just come into Beachbody and never drink Shakeology and never ever do a fitness program and just say, I'm going to be a Beachbody coach, because you can't really lead by example if you're not practicing what you're preaching. So start replacing one meal a day with Shakeology. Start doing the 21-day fix or max 30, or mix it in with your training of other programs that you're doing, so that you can show and speak from example and show people what it is that you are doing. And those are the best coaches. Everyday, ordinary people who take their following on social media, Facebook or Instagram, and you take people on a journey with you as it goes on, right? You're a masterpiece. You are a work in progress. All right, so what do? You heard me talk about challenge groups. So we run online fitness and support groups. And I call them support and accountability groups. I don't necessarily call them challenge groups, because I don't want people to think they're in competition with somebody. But what I do is anybody that's interested in joining my group, I pick a start date for that group. It's usually like 3 weeks from the date that I decide to launch it and start inviting people. And the first people that I invite are usually like my family or my friends, or people that I've talked to about losing weight before, or people that are in kind of my Facebook newsfeed that are talking about losing weight or struggling, or I see them posting about recipes and wanting to eat better. Those are the people I go to, and I say, hey, you may or may not know, I signed up to be a Beachbody coach, and I'm running a health and fitness group with my coach, and I see you're always posting recipes. Would you be interested in doing this with me? I would love to have you as an accountability partner. Done. Simple, easy invite, not meant to be salesy at all. But so you get people into your group, you match them up with a fitness program that meets their needs, so we talk about it. What are your weight loss goals? What do you struggle with? Do you want something cardio or strength training? What does a typical day of eating look like for you? And I walk people through it, ask them questions to sort of say, okay, I think the 21-day fix would be good for you because you struggle with nutrition. And I also think the 21-day fix would be good because you haven't worked out in a while, and they have great modifications. They've got beginner, intermediate, and advanced modifications that you can follow, and I think that would be perfect for you. And I found all this information out by just doing the coach training in the Coach Online office. So even if you're on this call saying, I don't know anything else about one program, the one I'm doing now, that's okay. We'll help you with how to recommend certain programs for people. So I work with people. I find the fitness program. I have everybody buy a challenge pack. They're replacing one meal a day with Shakeology. I share my recipes. I share my weekly meal plans. I encourage my challengers to share them as well, so I can kind of go through and say, bread bread, whole white bread probably isn't the best option. You should probably do like a whole grain or an Ezekiel bread. Or I look at their fruits and I'm like, yeah, you've got like 5 fruits in one day. You might want to scale that back a little bit, right? So I'm just there to sort of troubleshoot. And I help people from start to finish their program and get the results that they want. So we've got the fitness, the nutrition, the support. That's really what makes people successful. Anybody can go to the gym, walk in, get on the treadmill, lift some weights, and leave. But what happens, and what happened with me, is after a week of going to a gym, I checked out. I started missing a couple of days. And before I know it, a whole week would go by. There was nobody to hold me accountable. There was nothing for me to say what I was doing, the running on the treadmill, the random lifting of weights was actually going to produce results. So it wasn't reinforcing anything. And then I didn't know if I was eating. I was probably undoing everything that I did when I got home. So I thought, well, I worked out, so I can have that ice cream, right? So I feel like this is sort of the whole well-rounded picture of what people don't typically get. And for me, this was my ticket to success. You can run these groups online through Facebook. You can do an email thread. You can text message people. You can, whatever you want to do there. You can use Facebook. That's our main source. But whatever you want to do, if you want to meet face-to-face, have everybody over at your house, you can do that too. We also kind of get together. You can do Fit Club, which is like a group workout every week. You get together and you work out, talk about your goals, and talk about your fitness. But this is what we do. We provide the support, we provide the motivation, we give you examples for how to lead a healthy and fulfilling life just based on what we have done in our own experience. So this is sort of like what a challenge group is. I talked a little bit about that before. Everybody that joins, this is kind of where you go. We add you to our closed Facebook group. We all start together. We spend a whole week going over meal planning and prep, and we do pictures and measurements, and we just talk about the importance of nutrition. And then we start working out together, right? And so that's sort of how a challenge group goes. And every day, everybody checks into the group, and we keep each other on track. And I have found most of my challengers by my social media. So Facebook, definitely. And so what I did was I just put out there that I was starting this group. And I said, message me or like my post if you'd like more information. And I posted a picture of my, 21-day fix or my transformation picture or, a motivational quote or something that kind of got people's attention. And I talked about me wanting how I got back into shape, how I got my body back after having kids, and how I want to help other moms do the same thing, or I want to help other busy women to know that they can find 30 minutes a day to work out. And so I just started talking about different things that have helped me to achieve my goals, and I started to attract people to me. I would invite everybody on my contact list, all my Facebook friends. I would think about who do I know in the community, people I go to church with, my neighbors, and they were seeing me make these changes. They were seeing me go through the transformation. So people were asking me what I was doing, and so I was inviting them to join my group, and I would keep them accountable too, and I would teach them what I had done. So like I said, I only had 100 and some friends on Facebook, so I started to expand that. I started to accept friend requests of people I went to high school with and people I went to college with, and I started to look at those pop-ups of suggested friends, and I started to accept people. I started looking around at who I went to church with and who was in my kids' classes at school and the other soccer moms on our soccer teams. I just started accepting people instead of being closed off, and that's how I started to find more people, because now those people were seeing my daily posts, they were seeing what I was up to, and that was starting to pique questions. And I don't share, or I don't sell. My goal is to share. My goal is to show you what's working for me in hopes to inspire you to make a change. If you're putting out there Beachbody links and buy from me and get Shakeology here, and it's not authentic or original, you're selling. But if you're authentic and you're saying this is what works for me, here are some of my favorite recipes, here are some snack ideas, and you're sharing that, that is how people trust you and want to join what you're doing. All right, so I talked a little bit about this before, guys. How do you make money? You guys earn a 25% commission from everything that's purchased. So you get a Beachbody website. Beachbody gives it to you. It has your own unique links When somebody says, I want to join your challenge group, you will send them to your Beachbody website. You will tell them, okay, after a series of conversations, you're going to get the 21-day fix challenge pack. Here's where you go. You're going to get either the commission for the challenge pack, or you're going to get 25% commission if it's just a program or it's just Shakeology. You also can begin to earn team cycle bonuses and matching bonuses and quarterly bonuses as people move up the ranks in the company. So if you follow me on Facebook, today was a big rank advancement today. It's Thursday. Everybody advances in rank, and you'll see people going to Star Diamond, and you're like, I don't know what that means. Well, what that means is when you help, for example, to be a Diamond coach, that means you've signed up at least 8 coaches, and you have 2 Emerald coaches. So your coaches have 2 coaches under them. That makes you a Diamond. Somebody that's a 1-star Diamond has 1 Diamond underneath of their team, and they themselves are Diamond. If you're a 10-star Diamond, you have 10 people that are Diamond coaches. So that's just the depth of your organization. It shows that you exhibit leadership, and you're helping other people to achieve success. The first milestone in your business is Emerald. That is signing up 2 coaches, right? So, and that sort of unlocks the compensation plan and the ability for you to earn what's called a team cycle bonus. And so it's volume accrued from the people that join your team. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, what? I didn't get it at all, and that's totally okay. I don't even really want you to worry too much about it. I want you to really focus on how can I help people, and then I will explain the rest of it to you as you go along. All right, so you see, here's another sort of piece of Beachbody. How many of you guys get raises every single week? How many of you get free trips that you get to go on for your job? Some of you may, some of you may not. I never went to Italy in my entire life. I've never been to Cancun. I've been on a cruise before, but I have gotten to go to so many amazing places with amazing people and make wonderful friends because I was striving to hit certain goals in my business. Like every single month, my goal is to hit Success Club, which is Beachbody's reward program, where if you help 3 to 5 people every single month, you are going to earn Success Club, which allows you to earn points towards trips like Cancun or Disney or the cruise that's going to be happening next year. So that's an amazing opportunity. And you get to go with other successful coaches. So it's a vacation for your family, but it's also a time for you to network with other successful coaches in the organization. Beachbody does it up. They have amazing events, amazing parties. You get to work out with the celebrity trainers. You get to be front and center doing live workouts, which that's pretty amazing. They also do leadership retreats where we're going to go to Coronado in California here in a couple of weeks, and it's all for the leaders in the company to get advanced leadership skills. Coach Summit in Nashville is the big event for all coaches of all levels where you can go and get support, hear from training from top coaches. You can work out with the trainers. You can hear keynote speakers, motivational speakers like Chalene Johnson. And so it's just an amazing opportunity, again, for you to get training. Beachbody is really cool in the sense that they are just constantly giving you gifts and prizes and incentives to help you move your business along. They want to see you succeed because the better you do as a coach, the more as successful you are, the more successful the company is as a whole. So it's not dog eat dog. It's not like the person at the top needs to be the most successful. It's like the more we help each other, the more successful we are as a whole. And I like that. I think that's fun. The more we share our ideas, we share what's working, the more the company grows. All right, so this is another question. We're almost done, guys. What is the dream team? So a lot of people are like, what's the dream team? Or what's, the fit pack? Or, what's the knockout brigade? And so we are a team within Beachbody. So there's over 380,000 coaches in the network. There's lots of different teams out there. You can create your own team name. I created the dream team about 3 years ago. And so we're a group of coaches. And so we are just all-encompassing. We're doctors, lawyers, fathers, moms, people that are in the military, stay-at-home moms, students, newlyweds, people that are single, people that have lots of kids. Teachers are a big one, nurses. But basically, we have one thing in common. and you really genuinely want to help people. We want people to succeed, and we have a strong passion for success and for really just saying, what I don't have a ceiling on my ability. I know that if I put my mind to something, I can do it. And we just dream big. We work hard. I am a team that really focuses on duplication of success. So everything that I create, every guide, every script, every training I put together, I create a curriculum and I save it and I share it with my team and I teach it to my leaders and I teach it to my new coaches. And that sort of separates us from the rest in the sense that it's an open book. Whatever I'm doing, I'm teaching you. So there's no secrets. I'm not hiding them. I truly believe that if I share this, my coaches are going to take it and run with it. And sometimes they do it better than me. And I'm like, sweet, can I learn from you now? Can I learn how you're doing it so that I can be better too? And so we just have this great open communication, not a lot of drama. We're just a bunch of really motivated people that want to go out there and just help people. And I think that's a big thing, just having that vision and being humble and being in the right place. So when you join our team, what can you expect, right? So one thing that I do is I run a new coach training for all new coaches that come into the business. So if your upline or your coach that invited you here today, you're going to ask them what kind of training that they do, where would they be plugged in. So for me, I have my Coach University. It starts on October 5th. I do one the first Monday of every month. It's 30 days. I basically walk you through what you should do, how to launch your business, how to invite to a challenge group, how to handle objections, how to find people, what social media should you use to promote your business. I talked to you about getting started. We have a weekly small group call for 4 weeks with different topics each week to help you achieve Success Club first month in the business and to help you start earning that income so you get your entire challenge pack paid for. You've got some customers, and the goal is to start a challenge group. You don't have to run it on your own. You are going to invite 3 to 5 customers of yours that you're going to get the commission for, and you can put them in my group, or you can run your own, but I will teach you how to do what I do. You get to be an apprentice in my group. You'll have access to our Monday night team calls. You'll have access to our small group calls. You'll have access to all of my resources, all of my guides, everything that I have. So that is something that I do. And then once you get past the first 30 days as a new coach, if you're not done there, I think that the learning is just tipping the iceberg, because if you think about what it's like to start a new job, it's like 30, 60, 90 days before you start to feel comfortable and you're more efficient at your job tasks and the things that you need to do on a daily basis. So in month 2, I do what's called a 3 vital behaviors. And basically, I'm strengthening the things you learned in month 1 and giving you more guidance and more direction about really pitching to your niche. Then from there, if you're ready to start advancing through the business, I'll lead you on an Emerald to Diamond group, and I'll teach you about starting to create a team and how to recruit and how to put yourself out there, how to do what I do to find the right people. So every step of your business, and then once you become a diamond, I've got a diamond training. I just truly feel like there is skills that you want to perfect at every level of the business. I don't want you to build a business that's a house of cards. I don't want you to build a business that's unstable. I want to provide you with the right tools so that you have lasting success that helps you to create the financial freedom that you're looking for. And bottom line, there's no pressure to sell. If you want to just come in and be a discount coach, you want to just get the discount, you're not really sure where you want to go with the business, and you just want to check it out first, that's okay too. I respect your wishes. Whatever you tell me, I write it down, and I'll support you in your fitness journey first. Then if you want to take on the business, I'm happy to help you with that too. And I know that everybody's coaches that are on here right now, everybody's customers, they do it the same way, because I train everybody the same way, and we really all think alike. So no matter who is your coach that invited you here, you know that you're going to get the very best support from our team. So how do you create this life by design? How do you really make this work? Bottom line is I just have a plan, and I really sit down every single day with the amount of time that I have, and I say, what do I want to accomplish? And I think that getting started, the most important thing you can do is set up a getting started right call with the coach that you sign up with. and go through what your vision is, what your dreams are, what you want to accomplish, kind of what your fears are about the whole thing, and they can help you set up an hour or 2 hours a day where you can begin building your business. And these small things, these seemingly insignificant tasks, are what are going to help you become an entrepreneur, that are going to help you achieve your goals. Setting work hours and deciding the intensity and the pace you want to go is half the battle, and we are going to help you get there. So trust us when we say we're going to help you create that life by design. Absolutely, we can do that, but you just have to be willing to put forth the effort and meet us halfway. We definitely have the systems and the duplication to help you with that. All right, so questions so far. Do you guys have questions for me? You guys are quiet, very, very quiet. You guys, can you still hear me? I'm not like preaching to the choir or anything, am I? All right, so yay! All right, I got a question. Robert, I will get there and answer that question here in a minute. So, all right, so now it's kind of time for you to make a decision. We're doing a new coach kickoff call next Tuesday night, so anybody that joins the Dream Team will be invited to the new coach kickoff call, where I will basically walk you through how to set up your back office, how to launch your business, what are the most important things you should do in the first week as a coach. And so that's going to be your next step once you sign up. But to sign up, what are your options? Well, the best option is a challenge pack, because it waives your $40 coach sign-up fee. And that's the best, because you're going to get a fitness program of your choice. So if you're doing the 21-day fix and you'd like to do Fix Extreme or Max 30 next or PIO next, get the challenge pack. You don't want to just throw $40 down the drain, cancel your current Shakeology order, reorder it as a challenge pack, and it's super easy. You just get that $40 waived. If you don't want to buy a challenge pack, you can pay the $40 coach sign-up fee and get Shakeology, but it's going to end up being about $140, which basically is about the same price as the cheapest challenge pack, which is PIO and the 3-day refresh right now. So maybe you have a lot of fitness programs, so get the 3-day refresh challenge pack or get the Beachbody On Demand challenge pack. So that is really another option for you too. And then a really cool thing is, if you are active duty military, if you or a spouse is in the military, you actually get all of your fees waived. So there's a $16.95 monthly coach fee that everybody pays unless you're military. So it's either you or a spouse. And there's no annual fee. There's also no cancellation fee. So if 3 months from now you decide that you don't want to do this, you can cancel it, and there's no questions asked, which is very nice. So there's no penalty or fee. You don't have to keep inventory at your house. Everything goes through the Team Beachbody website. So what do you need to do from here? You really need to talk to the coach that invited you about signing up. Get the directions to sign up. It's very easy. It's just we send you a link, and you log in through our link. You fill out an application online, and within an hour, you're signed up. You get a welcome email. We'll send you a welcome email. We'll add you to our team page and get you plugged in and a getting started right call, so we can just kind of talk it over and just get your thoughts of where you want to go. So that's where you're going to start out as. All right, so I always tell people, mull it over, take the next 24 hours and think to yourself, okay, what can I do with this business? Where do I see myself being successful? Am I willing to put myself out there? Am I willing to invite other people? Am I willing to kind of take that leap of faith and know that our team is going to help you reach your goals? Does it feel like it's a good fit for you? Do you feel passionate about the service industry and helping other people? And what appeals to you most, coach or customer? And either one is okay, but you want to take action. You don't want to wait until all the stars align and everything is perfect, because it just never happens. My suggestion to you is to start now, is to not wait and to just say, hey, I'm going to do the very best I can every single day, and I know that somehow, some way, I am going to have success in this business. And that's really what I did, and that's really what worked best for me. Oh, and I see that I totally did not put the right date, Tuesday, June 30th. It's not June 30th. It's next Tuesday, and it's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is our kickoff call for you guys that will be signing up for the October Coach University. So that's what you guys can expect. And I just want to leave you guys with this, no matter what, everything I've done in my business that's been a little bit scary, like signing up as a coach without really asking for permission or getting mass blessing on it, I should say, going for goals, signing up my first coach, starting my first challenge group. It was scary. It was all a leap of faith that I took, knowing that I just had this gut feeling that somehow, some way, I was going to be successful at it. I really didn't know how, but I just woke up every single day and I just did it. And Jennifer, you're asking me, like, how am I so disciplined with my time? Because I wanted to be successful. I wanted to succeed more than I wanted to fail. I knew that as a busy mom with 2 little kids, if I didn't create a system and have a calendar and follow a list, that I would be all over the place. I did that for the first 3 months of my business. I was like a squirrel. I had sticky notes and papers everywhere, and I still have papers everywhere. But I work from a list, and I have a calendar, and I know what my goals are. And I have that directly in front of me at all times. And discipline is something that you can learn by doing it over and over, by saying to yourself, I want to change more than I want to stay the same, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And you just work on yourself. One step at a time, one day at a time is how you reach success. How do you compete with so many others in social media already out there as a new coach that is? Katie, as a new coach, even for me too, like I see a lot of Beachbody coaches because they're my friends, but there are a lot of people out there that are not Beachbody coaches, and there's a lot of people out there on social media that are not great coaches either. There's a lot of people out there that say they want to help people and then they don't, or they're not consistent, or they don't check in with their challengers, or they don't deliver on what they say that they're doing. So if you can set yourself apart from the rest by leading by example, by having excellent customer service, by sharing what's working for you, and that's how you separate yourself from the rest. If you're just out there sharing motivational quotes and sharing other people's posts and it's not authentic, then you're just like everybody else. But if you can go out there and talk about you and your lifestyle and like me and my hot messness, that's how you get people to follow you and join your team. All right, is it okay if I start as a coach by doing the ultimate reset? Absolutely. Actually, my husband is going to be doing that when we get back from leadership here in October. So we'll probably do a group with that too. But yeah, you can start out with any fitness program. The ultimate reset is fine. You're just going to share your ultimate reset journey as you go along, and that is totally okay. Let me see. I'm looking to become a coach. I've been doing Beachbody workouts starting with Power Half Hour over a dozen years. You would be in your sponsor coaches group, yes, is what you want to do, Robert. So you want to, whoever your current coach is right now, that is who you want to sign up with. So you want to make sure you reach out to that person, see what they have to offer, and they can help you out. Do I ever feel overwhelmed with the work that I have to do and how many people look to you for help? Jennifer, it didn't happen overnight. I didn't start my business and then poof, all of a sudden have this large network. So it's grown over time. I've learned to manage my time. I've learned to delegate. I do a lot. I do group calls. This is my business, my full-time business. And so while I have flexibility that I can work whenever I want, if I want to shut it off, I can. And if I want to work extra, I can. So there are definitely times that I'm overwhelmed, for sure, yes, that I have a lot going on. But I have a good system, and I've just been practicing it for 4.5 years now, and I just feel like I've got a system in place. I have leaders, and we help one another out. So if I'm not there to answer a question, another leader is. So there's always all hands on deck. So that is a really great thing about having a large team, is that there's other leaders to sort of help answer questions too. So not at all. I really don't. How do you keep track of who you are working with throughout the month in order to meet your goals for the month for locking down the challenge packs that is? Katie, I have a binder that I keep track of everybody that I'm talking to and the date that we talked and what we talked about. and I put the date that we started our conversation, and that's how I keep track of it. So I just have my paper and pencil contact list, and that works fine for me. And my little binder sits on my desk at all times, and that's how I keep track of it. So I always write everything down. All right, I'm going to just take one more question, and then I'm going to wrap it up. And unless there are no other questions, my call to action for you guys is let's do this. I want to welcome you to the team. I want to get you started. I want you to be a part of our awesome family. I want you to celebrate success with us. Be on our next leadership retreat next year when we go again to Florida, I'm sure, and be a part of our amazing organization. So I will get this recording up and posted, and if you would like the recording, I will make sure that it gets posted on my YouTube channel. You can check out Committed to Getting Fit, my like page. I'll make sure that it gets posted there as well. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you, Brittany, for checking it out and being a part of it tonight. So I hope to see you guys soon as new coaches introduced on our team call next week. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.